Hey there and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Al Pacino's recent appearance on Jimmy Kimmel. Live ended in jaw-dropping fashion when the legendary actor abruptly walked off the set after a fiery exchange with the host. The incident has since gone viral, leaving fans and viewers stunned at the unexpected turn of events that no one saw coming. Things started out as they usually do, with Kimmel offering his usual charm and wit as he welcomed the iconic actor to the stage. The audience gave Pacino a roaring applause, and the two dove into conversation about his new project, a film he's both starring in and producing. At first, the energy was light. Pacino joked about being too old for certain action scenes, and Kimmel teased him about his signature growl, but it didn't take long for the tone to shift when Kimmel brought up some past controversies involving Pacino's choice of roles in politically charged films. Pacino visibly tensed when Kimmel mentioned the backlash he had received for portraying morally gray characters in films that critics claimed glamorized corruption and violence. Kimmel tried to frame it as a general question about artistic responsibility, but it clearly hit a nerve with the veteran actor. Trying to explain himself, Pacino said that his roles were never about glorifying bad behavior, but rather exploring complex human emotions. He emphasized the difference between portrayal and promotion, but Kimmel continued pressing the issue, bringing up a recent interview where a fellow actor questioned Pacino's moral compass when choosing scripts. That's when Pacino's mood shifted completely. He leaned forward, looked Kimmel in the eyes, and asked if the whole interview was meant to be a trap. He called the line of questioning disrespectful and accused Kimmel of trying to turn the show into a tabloid circus rather than having a real conversation about film and storytelling. Kimmel tried to laugh it off, saying it was all in good fun and part of late-night entertainment, but Pacino wasn't buying it. He said he had been doing interviews for over 50 years and had never been treated like a headline waiting to happen, rather than a guest invited to talk about his work. The tension in the studio was thick, with the live audience falling silent and the camera briefly cutting to a wide shot, perhaps hoping to diffuse the moment. But Pacino wasn't done. He said Hollywood had changed, and not for the better, calling out the industry's obsession with controversy over creativity. At that point, Kimmel tried to steer the conversation back to the film, but it was too late. Pacino stood up, pulled off his mic, and told Kimmel he didn't come to be interrogated. He walked off stage as the audience gasped and producers scrambled behind the scenes to figure out what just happened. The show quickly cut to commercial, and when it returned, Kimmel made an awkward joke about intense conversations with intense actors, but the crowd's reaction was subdued. The moment had clearly rattled both the host and the audience. Clips of the walk-off spread like wildfire across social media, with some praising Pacino for standing his ground and refusing to be baited. Others accused him of being overly sensitive and said the questions were fair game for any public figure. Industry insiders began speculating about whether Pacino would face fallout from the incident or whether the moment would solidify his image as a no-nonsense artist unwilling to play Hollywood's media games. Neither Pacino nor his representatives have issued an official statement on the walk-off, but sources close to the actor suggest he was blindsided by the tone of the interview and felt ambushed by Kimmel's approach. Kimmel's team has also stayed quiet, offering no explanation other than that things got more heated than expected. The show hasn't released the full uncut version of the interview, which only adds to the mystery and speculation. Regardless of where you stand on the incident, it's clear that the confrontation will be talked about for a long time to come and may reshape how major stars approach media appearances in the era of viral moments and headline-driven entertainment.